Well, I'm here at the apartment, and as you can see, there isn't one leaf left on the floor. I mean, there was, I've got them up. So the grass is looking a little bit worse for wear because it's had a hell of a lot of leaves on it. They've been mulched up, but they were wet. As I say, when I mulched them up, you won't see them, but if it's wet, I'm a bit stuck. I'm concentrating in here now. So today, what I'm going to do, I need the shredder for these. I haven't got the shredder with me, so that can just stay there. It is a little bit of an eyesore. There's that pile, and there's that pile up there, and they're ready. But I did get asked a while back to just do the maintenance and don't do any more sort of extra work. So there's a lot that I haven't done that I did want to do. I'm going to concentrate on these borders. This border is mostly clear, but it's leaves. And that border is weeds over there, but these borders over here, there isn't a border as such. So I'm going to concentrate on these today. And I was going to bring me, if you've seen it before, if you do follow the videos, my little edging machine. But by the time I dug it out, and I had to bring the trailer for it and blah de blah de blah, what I thought was I'll just use the edging iron. It's very, very soft soil, and I can just fly through it. So I'm just going to cut, basically today, I'm going to cut a little border around, get out what we don't want. These are trees that have been cut down years ago, not by me, and they need all the little shoots cutting off. That'll look better. All this removing. So basically creating a little border here, and we'll see a big difference. So we'll get on with that, and I hope you enjoy watching that. It's not a massive landscaping job or anything, but it will look better when it's done. Looking forward to it. I'm going to take this ivy off this wall simply because I think the wall is a nice wall, and also the ivy is going to do damage to the wall. But I'd like to take this opportunity to explain something to you that a lot of people do not understand. Some do, but a lot don't. And they think that ivy will ruin a wall, or they think that ivy will kill a tree. It will and it won't. Let me explain. This ivy now is getting through this brickwork, and it will cause damage. But the reason why it's getting in the brickwork is because the mortar is failing. So the roots are going inside the brickwork and then expanding and growing and obviously separating and making more damage. Now, if you've got a wall that is sound and the brickwork and the mortar is sound, the ivy will grow on the wall, and it will grow quite happily, and it will not venture into the wall if it can't get into the wall. So what I'm trying to say is the ivy does not penetrate into a good wall. It can't, it's not strong enough, but it will penetrate into a wall that's weak, or it's got cracks and anything in, so basically weak. So this is going to do damage eventually. It won't ever get it off, but it does. It's in need of pointing, but that's another issue. But The other thing I mentioned about ivy on a tree as well is it won't kill the tree as such, but what it does do is it gets too thick and heavy and then it can pull the tree over. It won't strangle a tree like everybody keeps saying to me, which really does do me head in. So it looks unsightly when it gets too thick and heavy, and then it will pull the tree over or snap branches, but it won't strangle the tree. So growing ivy is nice. I don't mind ivy in the right place. I mean, it looks lovely on stately homes and things like that. But the likes of this now, I think the wall looks much better than what the ivy does. So I'll carry on getting this off, and then I hope you understand that ivy will not go into a solid sound wall, so don't worry. And that even goes probably for fencing as well. If the fencing is solid, it won't do anything to the fencing, it will grow on it. But once you start getting cracks or any wood starts warping and then gaps appear, then it'll get in, and that's why you think it's so strong, and it'll do damage then. Well, before you're all right in and say it looks awful, I haven't finished. The light is catching me out and I don't want to be left with all the tools out and everything, so I just thought I'll blow it all on. This bit from the tree to the corner, that's been you know, a mattock on it, that's been derooted, so I'm happy with that. I might just take the stuff off and go over it again, I don't know, but this is definitely, this hasn't been cleared of any roots. There's still brambles and weeds and all sorts, so obviously I don't want to leave it all on the grass because I'm not coming tomorrow. I'll take it all off again and then just basically do the same, so you'll see that anyway because you'll be watching a video, won't you? Because it won't be a separate video, it'll be clicked onto the end of this. But I'm just letting you know now that I've got to go. It doesn't look dark on here, I know it won't, but it's getting on and it suddenly drops like that, just absolutely so quick. Alright, see you for now. Well, good morning. It's only been a second on the video, but it's been 2 weeks in my life. These need shredding. I think I mentioned that earlier on in the video. I forgot what I said, so if I repeat myself, just bear with me. I'm going to stack these a little bit neater just so we can clear the ground. I have chose the wrong time to do this because there's bulbs coming through, but we'll just take it easy. It's not rocket science, is it? So we'll get everything off, shred it all up and put it back, you know the score. So there's a lot of branches. Over here, as you'll know because you watched the video, that side's been done, that's okay, I'll leave that. But from this corner, I'll get everything off and then I'll go to work with the little mattock and clear everything. As I say, be careful of the bulbs. There might be a few casualties, but there always is in a battle, isn't there? You've got to lose a few battles to win the war. Let's get on with it. And obviously when these borders are all done, I'm going to look for some plants to put in them, but here's just a free one straight away. This choice here, Sonata Sundance, it's brilliant, and look how big it gets. So if we had a couple of them, say, I don't know, one over there and 2 or 3 over there, just to bring everything together. Well, here's one. I was just going to cut this off, but there's the roots. So, you know, there's one straight away, and obviously I haven't looked around, but there might be more. So there's 3 plants. So I'll get them later. I won't do it now. And that's it for today. And for anyone saying it doesn't look any different, get yourself to Specsavers, will you? No, it doesn't look different in as such as there was black all around the borders anyway, wasn't it? Which was leaves. The only difference is now, obviously, the borders have been gone over with the mattock and weeded. And what's been mulched on, obviously you know the score if you watch me, that will start rotting as we speak. We're in January now. Come March, this is going to be just soil and then a few little twigs. But from now on, we'll get some plants in. As I say, we'll use obviously some little self-seeded ones, self-rooted ones. And I have got some, I'll just show you this on the way around. Now the difference is, it's soil now rather than leaves, because I do actually want that as a border, because there's that many leaves here that have got to go somewhere, and I don't want to keep piling them up in there. So I know that's scruffy, but at least it's contained neat. That needs to be shredded, but I was going to shred that as well, but it was so dry and fine. What I'm going to do, my plan, this will take a year to build up. I might just leave that and just build up this side and keep the branches there to keep anything from going on the wall and dampening the wall, and then obviously what goes touches it will rot that anyway eventually. I'm not bothered, it's either way or. So yeah, it's all done. I'm happy with that. Oh, and when I planted up this estate with the plants I put in, I had some of these over. I didn't want to put too many in at the time. These are phormiums, so I just buried the roots in the compost. Well, it just shows you that they're all going to come up, doesn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, I think there's 5 or 6 there. But even if there's 5, maybe 2 there, they'll look great on that wall when you come up. 2 there with one of these choices in the middle. You know, that obviously it's got to come up, but that's going to be a big area filled. I want to get some rhododendrons, hydrangeas. Anyway, I'm tired. The sun's going down, well, it's gone down, but obviously, as I keep saying, it'll look light on this camera. I'm waffling now because I'm tired. These need shaping, but I'll do that when I prune, and that'll be a massive difference. And there isn't a defined edge here because the grass, it's not even worth cutting one because the leaves have killed the grass. I'll wait till I start feeding the grass in spring, and then we'll get a nice edge on that. So yeah, looking forward to it. I've got to put some treatment down on the paths. This is terrible. So see you all soon. Thanks for watching.